Good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Howdy,
Ma'am, how are you?
Sorry, Amina.
How are you, ma'am?
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Fine. Good morning, Mariam. I like your wallpaper, Mariam.
How are you, ma'am?
Alhamdulillah, fine. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, ma'am.
How are you?
So, winter mornings. Winter doesn't seem to end. It's very cold there also. Or I'm the only one who's feeling all cold. What
Yes,
about
it is
Sarah?
very cold.
Yeah. And Myra,
Ma'am, here also it
what
is
about
very
you?
cold.
Myra, you're not well?
It was 8.5.
Myra is well. And it's 8 point. How much? How much is-
8.5.
8.5. Oh God. What is happening to mobile? It's happening. You know, we've seen some extreme temperatures. And like, this is the first time I'm feeling very sleepy. Is it happening with you also? Or is it only happening with me? Don't feel like coming out of the bed.
Yes.
Like I'm
Yes.
waking up and
It always happening to me.
you know, like I'm waking up and then still does it also like that. Anyways, Friday calling. So, okay, did you all receive your mark sheets, your report cards?
Yes, ma'am. As
How
I
are your
can
marks?
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
In the business studies.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Like, did you see all your marks? Are you happy with your marks or not?
Yes, ma'am. Very happy.
Yeah.
Very happy. What about
Yes,
your parents? Because I'll be meeting your
Ma'am,
parents
We are
tomorrow.
also
for the
happy
first
with my
time.
mom. And they are proud of us.
Oh, wow, they're proud
And
of you. That's really nice.
Ma'am, but this exam was very easy.
Okay, so like
Yes.
the exam was very easy. Okay. It's
I
like that.
felt little bit hard in only maths.
Maths was a little difficult.
True.
Okay, and rest of the papers
Hard.
were simple.
Yes, ma'am. Very
Yes.
simple.
Were the papers
Little bit,
simple
ma'am.
or like your
Yes,
preparation was a little better than the previous one? What was the real case?
Ma'am, all was easy, ma'am. Preparations and all.
Wow,
Maths was easy.
math was easy. Okay, Myra found it easy. Okay, how many
Ma'am,
score
this
you
was
like?
it was
Sorry?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
I don't know. My Wi-Fi is full. Still, it will get settled within some time. And
your voice is
what about others? My boys, how are your marks? Boys? Aman, Isa, what about your marks? Did you all see your mark sheets?
Yes, ma'am.
How are your marks? Happy?
Ma'am, I've got 24 marks.
In?
I've got 25 in science.
Yes.
I've
I
got
got
25
25 in business
Ma'am,
studies
I
and
got
public speaking.
23 in
I got
science.
Is Amina the great?
I got also 25 in science.
Even Mariam, wow, that's
Ma'am, I
nice.
have to
That's
see.
Amira Mumtaz, ma'am.
Okay. Great.
Ma'am,
And yes?
me too. Me too. I
Ma'am,
also
my
get
internet is unstable. My internet is unstable, so my camera will be off.
Okay, that's fine. Great. So what were
Ma'am,
we
I also
doing?
get 25.
I'll
in
just
science.
rejoin again, okay, ma'am?
Okay, that's fine. So what were we doing?
Ma'am, okay.
Caring for
I'm
environment.
caring for our environment.
Yes, yes. And what all topics did we cover in our previous lecture?
Ma'am, greenhouse effects and
Wow, Aman got 24. Aman, you got 24 in science, right? Aman? Where's Aman? Aman is not there. And even Isa saw his marks. Great. Okay, So like yes, we were on what topics did we cover for caring for our environment? What are the
Ma'am,
topics that we went through?
greenhouse effect and protecting the animals
Yes,
and deforestation.
yes,
Ma'am, can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Ma'am, I cannot remember.
Okay, you don't remember. Okay, I'm just sharing the screen. I don't know why I'm not able to share my screen. Oh, my battery is low. Just give me a minute. I'll just connect my laptop. Just give me a minute, okay? Yes. So what did we do? Um, we did topics like quarrying, we did deforestation, we did acid rains, and again we discussed about the animals that are on the verge of being extinct because of our reckless activities. We also studied about the pollution. Did we do water pollution and all? I think this is not done with you. No. I think so. We are
No,
done
we
with
did not do.
quarrying, right?
Yes, ma'am. We are done with call.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we are done. We are done with deforestation also.
Yes.
Yes. Now we'll directly move on to waste disposal. Okay. What are the main sources of waste? Anybody? Main sources of waste.
Plastic,
From where does all this waste come from?
our homes, and
At home.
Yes, from household waste, definitely. All those peels, all the vegetables and fruit peels, everything. Yes, household waste, definitely one big source of wastage. What other than household waste? Where does the rest of the waste come from?
factories,
Factories, yes, factories. Again, from
Hospitals,
agricultural
because
waste also. Have you seen the rice thing? Does the rice come the way we look at? No, it come in on those husk
no
type of thing. So where does all that goes? That all contributes to wastage. Yes, beta.
waste.
Yes, even from the commercial, offices, the commercial use, all those plastics and all those papers and all the files and all those things, all these contributes to wastage. Okay, what will happen to all this waste? They need to be disposed properly. What are the different methods of disposing waste? Any idea?
Recycle.
Yes, one
Ma'am,
is recycling.
recycle, use, reduce.
Ma'am, we can refuse the waste for food.
This, but I would rather say these are the precautionary measures. But once there are some wastage like this, the one that is seen on the screen, it cannot be reduced, it cannot be reused, it cannot be recycled. So what do we do with these? First option. First is we'll be burying it in the land. What is it also called? Landfilling. Anybody who's heard of this term landfilling? Where all this
Yes, ma'am.
wastage is being dumped in the
Dump, by the citizens also. Like people or dump things. Like if you just like put a bag of garbage in a place, and then people think that's a garbage spot and they start throwing things over there.
yes,
And
that is
especially happens near lakes.
generally, yes, it's definitely. But what happens in this is the land is being filled with the garbage. Yes, Peta.
Ma'am, in our society, we put some that bowl is there now where
Yes,
we
yes,
put some
yes.
garbage. They take over the garbages and throw it in some container. Then they, mm, I think
What
they
do they
put
do?
in
Once that all those big containers are filled, where does the garbage go?
in landfill.
Yes. See what happens? The garbage is then taken to some big place, a big open area, a vacant area, where first, if the garbage is biodegradable, that is, if it can be degraded, it gets decomposed, it will be buried in the soil and open, the place will be open, and then it would be literally buried in the soil and the place will be covered. So what will happen, all those, waste, the wet garbage, those peels and the vegetable peels and the fruits and everything will go. So what will happen? It will get decomposed and then over. Second option is burning it. All these plastics and all, the things that cannot be recycled, that cannot be buried in the
It will
ground,
give us smoke.
that will be buried in the open air. And third option is it will be directly put into the rivers. All these three options, are these three options safe?
No, ma'am.
No.
No.
First, if I bury it in the soil, what is there in the soil? There's water also beneath earth. There is all water
Yes.
beneath earth. What will happen
And
if this
also
garbage mixes with the water? What will happen to the water?
Ma'am, the water will be
the water will
dirty.
be polluted.
Polluted, and we all will drink that water.
Yes.
So again a problem. Okay, if I burn this garbage, what will happen?
Ma'am, it will cause air pollution.
Yes, it will release smoke. Burning of plastic and all will release smoke, which has particles like methane. It has particles like sulfur dioxide. And what will happen? It will not only create air pollution, it could also cause acid rain. So again, this is a very difficult thing that is directly impacting our environment. Thirdly, if I dispose this in the water, what will happen to the water? To the rivers, like I would rather say, when all the
It will
garbage is
get
dumped in the
polluted and the
rivers.
fish will die.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will impact. There will be a direct impact on
And
the
also-
aquatic habitat, where the fishes and all the plants that survive there will die. So what to
And
do?
also sometimes the plastic gets stuck in the fishes and they can also die.
Definitely. See, this is happens not mainly because of waste disposal, but when we have all the ships, those carry those oil tankers in the ship. You've seen those large ships are there in the sea, which carries oil. And if there is an oil spill, what will happen? What does an oil do? If you
It
take
doesn't mix
coal,
with water, it floats on top of it.
yes, it flows on the top of the water. So it will cut the oxygen supply. And will the animals and the fishes and the plants that are beneath the water, will they be able to survive?
No, ma'am.
No.
No.
So this is what will happen. Like anything that is being dumped into the water or burnt in the air or even filled in the land so that it would decompose, but that would directly or indirectly would just harm our environment. So what is the one thing that we can do? The 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Firstly, just see to it that what is the maximum thing we can do so that we do not produce garbage. Yes, Peter.
Ma'am, we have to reduce garbage.
Yes, the first thing is reduce. Just try that your maximum effort should go to reduce all the garbage that has been produced. Second, reuse. If there is something that you can reduce or reuse, like the plastic containers, we can reuse them instead of just throwing them.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you've seen, like, instead of using those plastic bags, you can have those cotton bags that can be used frequently. That will again reduce the usage of the plastic bags, the cotton bags, the jute bags, even the paper bags, right? And thirdly is recycle. We can recycle things so that the wastage things comes to an end and then a new thing can be made out of it. Okay, so these are the 3 things that can be done so that the wastage can be maintained. Okay, How does waste disposal affect the environment? We've just discussed what are the 3 methods and how it will affect the environment. Next, how does water pollution affect the environment? See, can you see this? There is a factory, and what has happened? All the water is
Ma'am, the factories, the dirty water come into the seas and the oceans, and the fishes, the marine life disturb. The dirty water disturbs the marine life, and the
perfect.
balance got disturbed.
Perfect. What happens? The water, sometimes what happens? The water that is boiling hot is being, released into the sea. What will happen if I pour that hot water on you? What will happen?
Ma'am, we will burn us.
You'll get
It'll
scalded.
burn.
Yes. Can you imagine what impact lies on the aquatic animals and the plants if such hot water has been directly released into the sea? It is such a reckless activity. So it will not only impact the aquatic habitat, but again, see, we are the ones that are getting water from the rivers also. So what will happen if you consume that water? We all will fall sick. Okay. What are the 2 disease? Okay, at least 2 disease that is caused by contaminated water. So tell me, fatafat.
Diarrhea.
Very good.
Ma'am, dengue, because in the dirty water the mosquitoes are born.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Indirectly, dengue also.
Ma'am,
Okay.
like
Dengue. Ma'am, dengue.
Malaria
Diarrhea.
also.
Malaria has got due to
Malaria.
mosquitoes. Yeah, if they thrive on the dirty water, yes, to some extent. But what are direct diseases that are caused due to contaminated water? Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Dysentery, and there's one more. Starts from T. Somebody told that. Typhoid. Anybody who's heard of typhoid?
yes, ma'am.
What happens
Yes, ma'am.
when you consume the contaminated water? The entire system gets affected, and then so dirty water is not only harming the aquatic system, but we all also are dependent on it. So it will be causing harm to us also. Write down 2 effects of waste disposal on the environment. So what will happen if the waste is disposed? If the waste is decomposed, what will happen to the land? Fatafat 2 effects.
The land will be contaminated by the chemicals, and not only it will contaminate on the environment, but also in our food. Suppose like we just plant some like fruits or vegetables over there without knowing that that area was used as a landfill, so it can also be
Definitely.
contaminated.
So what can we write? Quick answers. Write down 2 effects of waste disposal on the environment. So if the garbage is being dumped in the inside the land, what can it can contaminate under the groundwater. It can contaminate the groundwater. Contaminate.
Ma'am, if we burn the plastic, then also.
Yes, it can contaminate the groundwater first. Again, if it is burnt, what will happen? Air
Ma'am,
pollution.
Acid rain.
Yes, air pollution and acid
Because
rain.
acid rain.
acid rain.
Air pollution and acid rain. And thirdly, if it is released into the water, what will happen? It will harm the,
Ma'am,
yes,
The water.
Life.
from the aquatic.
aquatic habitat basically, and it will be unfit for human use. Unfit for human.
Ma'am, should we have to write this in?
If you write it, it would be
Artist.
very nice, or you could even take a screenshot.
Ma'am.
You have it for this beta.
I was
Bolo, Amina.
asking if I could take it. I
Sorry?
was asking if I could take it.
You're asking so that you could.
Take a screenshot. Take a pic.
What happened?
Ma'am, she was asking she can take a pic of this.
Yes, you can take a screenshot, whatever that serves for your reference purpose. Everything is fine. take a screenshot or you could just write it, but take a note of it, because these are the things, and again you'll get in your
Ma'am, I
test
will take a
papers.
screenshot then write that.
Absolutely fine. You can write it down later. I want even the boys doing all these things now, because see, not every question will be available in your, those last question series. So it is better when you have all the record of all these questions. If you're done writing it down, just let me know. Okay, write down 2 effects of water pollution on the environment.
Ma'am, it will harm the marine life
Yes,
or its
definitely.
habitat
And again, it will,
and pollute the environment.
yes, pollute the environment. Okay. Firstly, it will harm the,
And ma'am, by salty water or it can harm also.
yes.
Let's see.
Harm marine life and unfit. Even I cannot write this there also. Wait, I'll just write it over here. Close the door, beta.
Ma'am, you have written R after N.
Oh,
Ma'am, it's marine, not marine.
oh, sorry. I'm
Marine.
writing R.
Ma'am, it will come E.
Yes. For human consumption.
Consumption. Ma'am, wait a minute. I will take a screenshot.
Something in the chat. Definitely, Umar.
Ma'am,
Acid rain
my
can
Zoom
harm
was-
the marine animals very badly. Definitely.
Ma'am, my Zoom just was hanging up, so I could not say whatever.
Yes. You want to say it now?
No, it's already written.
Oh, okay. Okay. So can I move further?
Yes,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
I like when my boys answer. It makes me happy. Till we have this true or false, let me just clear
Ma'am,
my.
you have not done a true or false.
Sorry, beta.
Ma'am, can you erase this?
Yes, I'm erasing it. Okay, we'll be doing this true or false quickly. We can reduce the problem caused by acid rains. Can we reduce the problem?
Yes,
True.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That's not
True.
Yes.
Because we can reduce the sulfuric acid release in the air by depending less on like fires and more on electric.
But are these the precautionary measures, the measures that can be taken after the acid rain? These are the precautionary measures, right? You can prevent acid rain, but once the acid rain has been occurred, can you minimize the problems that are caused?
No.
No. See, when you read the question, you know what happens with us? We want to read only to the point, that's the wish of my heart, not the entire question. We don't try and understand the entire question. What does the question say? We can reduce the problems caused by the acid rains? No, we cannot reduce the problems. If I burn my skin, what will happen? Will it get healed instantly? No, the problem that can be caused, that cannot be reduced. But yes, we can take precautions that the acid rains could be reduced. So the answer will be false. Shall I correct this quickly?
Okay.
False. Okay, we can help the environment by planting more trees. True or false?
True.
Very good.
True.
So quickly write the answer. It is not important to protect endangered species and habitats.
I'm convinced with that question.
False.
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 I think it's
Perfect.
false.
So quickly write the answer, and then we are done with this page. caring for
Ma'am, I was
environment.
taking screenshot.
Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, one more thing before I forget is we are going to do something positive in the coming lecture. We all will be planting a seed so that we do not only limit all our knowledge till the textbook, but we really do something to contribute for the environment. So what are we going to do in the coming lecture? You all will come with a pot with some mud, some seeds and some water, and we all, including me, will be planting the seeds.
Excuse me, ma'am, which seeds we need to take?
Any seed that is available in your home.
In
It could
Wednesday.
be the coriander
Ma'am.
seed, the mustard seed, the fenugreek seeds,
For
any seeds.
my
Yes, beta.
seeds for
Ma'am, I already have everything.
You already have everything.
Ma'am, what we need? A bowl.
Yes, any plastic container that is there in your house.
Ma'am, can I take mud bowl?
Mud, yes, anything. It could be anything that is available in your house so that you don't have to go outside. Just arrange for the mud, and then we all will be planting right from the scratch, from the seeds, and then we'll just contribute in a positive way for the environment also. Okay, so I'll be posting this on your WhatsApp. Like if we have now we have a lecture on Tuesday, so I'll be posting it by either by Sunday or by Monday. Okay, but I will definitely not forget it, but in case it happens, so I'm just telling you in advance that in your next lecture we'll be planting a seed. So you're supposed to get seeds, mud, a container and water. And this reminds me, I have not watered my plant that I've already planted with the last batch. Okay.
Ma'am, in the next class, I will show you my plant. I have planted more plants.
Wow, that's really nice. So I can get some tips from you also because I'm a very bad gardener. Okay. Caring for environment.
One flower is there like a sunflower. I have planted that also.
Wow. So like have you planted from the scratch, like from the seeds itself, or just the plant that we get from the nursery?
Ma'am, I
Sorry?
directly get from the nursery.
I don't get you. What did you say?
I directly get from nursery.
From the nursery. Yes, that is the only thing. We don't know the ABCs of planting trees, including me, because what do? We directly get it from the nursery and then we plant it. But then how does the entire process goes about? It could be any pulses also. We have all those kidney beans and all. It could be anything. So the seeds could be anything that is available in your homes. It could be tomato seeds, it could be chili seeds, anything. Just see to it. If you're taking pulses, you can sprout it 2-3 days prior, so it becomes easy for the plant to germinate. Or else we can do it together, not a problem at all. Okay, the big idea. Okay, and this thing, the planting thing, the response in my previous class was very nice. So I expect everybody to even take participation actively and bring all the things. Okay, it's not that only one or two girls bring and rest all my boys are sleeping. I don't want that to happen, because even in my last lecture, everybody, even the boys, the girls, everybody has done it. So I was very happy with the thing. I expect the same from your batch also. Chalo, I want somebody to read this. I'm not going to read all this.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Caring for the environment. Think about a number of ways of caring for the environment. The big idea. By doing small things, we can help to care for the environment. Think about a topical day
Typical day.
in your typical day in your life. How is your food cooked? Where do you go? What energy do you use? Our environment needs our help to protect habitats and endangered species. We need to think about the local and the global worldwide environments. Many of our activities affect the local and global environments. There are some ways to help care for the environment.
Okay. Power stations produce electricity that we use every day. Okay. Using energy.
Using energy. We use energy for lots of things. If we want to care for the environment, we need to think about the energy we use. We also need to think about how our energy is produced. What type of things use energy? Write down three things in your home what that use energy.
Okay. So everything that is running either in our homes or outside our homes depend on energy. We are just talking
Yes,
like through a laptop or a tab or a mobile. Is it working without energy?
No.
no.
The tube lights, the fans, the refrigerators, the washing machines, even the stove. If not on electricity, then on the LPG. Everything is working on energy. Where does this energy come from? First, electricity.
Electricity comes from the power stations, and for example, gas. The gas is gotten from, I think so.
It
I
is a
don't know.
natural resource. The LPG is a natural resource that we get beneath the earth. It is being then liquefied and then transferred to a cylinder. Fine. But all these things that depend on energy only. See, what does the question says? What type of things use energies? What type of things? So we can say electrical appliances uses electrical energy. Can we say like that? All the appliances, I
Yes,
would say an appliance use energies. No appliance can work without energy. If not electricity, either on batteries, right? So all the appliances use energy. Second question says, write down three things in your home that use energy. What are the three things? Chalo quickly. I just told the answer. What are
Fridge,
three things?
fan, and light,
Fridge,
and also
fans,
current.
and light. Okay.
ma'am, washing machine.
Yes, washing machines, definitely. So, what does the next topic say? Saving energy. One of the things we can do to care for the environment is that we use less energy in our everyday lives. When you walk out of the room at night, do you turn off the lights?
Yes,
Whenever
ma'am.
in the day, in the night, if you're walking out of the room and if there is nobody in the room, what is our responsibility?
To turn off the light.
To
Off
turn off
the
the
light.
light.
To turn off the lights. Definitely. This is the first thing that we can do to save energy. Anything apart from these, we have this thing. I have this thing in me, to be honest. Whenever I unplug my mobile phone, I do not switch off the button.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, consuming energy. It does not. Any electrical appliance, even a television, if it is switched off, do you even just close the button also so that the supply is also stopped? This
Yes.
Yes, I
consuming.
close.
Yes, that's really nice. Very good, Amna. That's really nice. Wow, Maya. We have all these things are there in us. We definitely forget to do all these small, small things. But again, we forget that these small activities are also consuming energy. And it is not productive also. My mobile phone is not even getting charged and the electricity is being consumed. So that plays no point. Okay. Thirdly, if you can walk to some distance, what do? We prefer going through some vehicle, but we can walk up to a distance and we can save the fuel.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
One input from your end, and then I'm ending this lecture. One more thing that we can do so that we save energy.
Ma'am, instead of going by vehicle to a nearby market, we can walk.
Yes, that is my idea. Something from your end.
Ma'am, when we use something, we have to switch off the button of that.
Yes, that is again my idea. I want some inputs from you. It could be related to my idea, but then you're simply giving my ideas to me only. You're very smart.
Ma'am, we can use less water when we wash the dishes or our
Definitely,
clothes.
definitely. Brushing our teeth and the taps are open, or even if you're in the washroom, the taps are open.
And we
No.
can plant some trees and plants to save our environment.
That will not directly contribute to saving energy. That will be beneficial for the environment, true. But saving energy, two things that I can say from my end. Have you heard of carpooling? I've explained this in the earlier lecture. Carpooling. You have this,
Yes,
like everybody has used Ola and Uber.
like
We have this thing
like
where we can share the cab.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That will again individually going using a vehicle that will consume more fuel. But if you share the vehicle, it will reduce the usage of the fuel. Second thing, I forgot what I was trying to say. Carpooling. There's one more thing I forgot. Okay, yes, use of public transport. Mahina, you want to share something?
Yes, ma'am. Like instead of using the vehicles we have, we can use the public transport.
Yes. So instead of using the private vehicles, we can use public transport because again, you see the
Or
capacity of a
ma'am,
bus. Yes, Peter.
and ma'am, we can use instead of car, we can use bicycle or cycle.
Definitely, that will not only reduce the usage of fuels, but that will also help in controlling the pollution that is caused by these vehicles. Definitely. So these are the various measures by which we can save the energy, because the truth of this world is like we cannot survive without energy. Energy is essential for every activities that we do. But what can we do is we can minimize the usage of the electricity, and next time when you're turning off your laptops, your mobiles and everything, see to it that you turn off the switches also and be more careful towards it. See, I'm teaching you not only for the purpose of giving some test and scoring 25 on 25. No, I'll be happy when all my kids put all these things in their real lives also. So be careful, save energy, and then meeting in the next lecture with
Bye, ma'am.
assignment to do, that is we all will be planting a seed. Okay, chalo, be ready with.
Ma'am, we will
Myra, you want to
plant
share the screen because I got a request from you to. No, okay, it might be something like that. Anyways, chalo, take care, be safe, and then meeting with some plants, seeds, and some flowering tips in my next lecture. Okay, chalo, bye.
ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.